so this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something.
Right.
He will make it a point to get that done. He said from the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying. He has rounded out his game, he has evolved, he's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe we will have a new champion by night's end. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the welterweight title.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Della Maddalena. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building.
I mean, when you walk into MSG, you get chilled because you understand the history that comes with competing in this arena. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Fighters separate from the clinch.
Nice punch there.
Oh, nice jab counter for him there. Oh, it didn't take us long. Oh, now going to the judo. He ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound or he can chase submission.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fight. Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Great work here from the bottom fighter. Making all these shots count. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
This is a terrible position. Using a lot of good movement.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Makhachev's back in full mount. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. What submission is going to be? Oh, I think he's going for an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across and secure it with his head. Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position. Big ground and pound.
5 minutes in the books.
Awesome round. Very, very close to finishing. I need you to stay a little bit tighter. I need you to stay a little bit tighter and have patience, okay? Let's not force it.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Nice body shot.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh!
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Nice shot there by the chin.
Nice 1-2 there. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position? Oh, nice elbow.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round two.
Do not back up. Let's go forward now.
Well, thank God the left one's open, because that right eye is really starting to show. All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Lands a nice punch from his back. Now he's going full mount. Right now, it looks like he's going to chase an arm triangle. What he needs to do next is push the left arm across and try and secure it with his head.
Oh, somehow he got out!
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air, used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Islam Makhachev. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You gotta address this now, because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not gonna let you off the hook. You gotta move, you gotta change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
Dark shoulder tip here.
that Darce is tight. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending. And doing work with the jab. Oh, nice level change.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Fight IQ on 100 as this guy continues to target that swollen area.
Heavy on top and work those elbows. Wrist control.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, now he bails on the submission. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Makhachev. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Makhachev. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
He passed the half guard.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Makhachev's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony. Oh, you better tap or that thing's gonna snap.
He's got it isolated.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that.
Continues to way with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye and not under the cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, man, that eye looks so swollen now. You've got to wonder whether or not that might be a fractured orbital. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Islam Makhachev. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Nice transition. He's got to find a way back to his feet. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Relentless pressure from the top by Islam Makhachev.
Yep, got to be very careful there. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this fifth and final round.
Fast jab lands there.
Unable to land with that punch.
He blocked that punch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was
Sets a blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this one, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. you know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
Under 2 minutes now with which to work. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got a fire in my hips, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Fighters are inverted now on the ground.
Look at him, he's setting up a choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded.
Did he escape that submission?
Back to his feet. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
All right, so another one bites the dust. Another challenger goes by the wayside. Congratulations to the still undisputed UFC welterweight champion.